I really like the first two bullet points that you had on your conclusion slides. And my question is what would you say are some of the top reasons that our industry is doing such a poor job combating this in Congress and not, handling the attack ads that are coming at us from these advocacy groups?
I think there are a lot of reasons. I think many companies have become very risk averse and very driven by lawyers. Companies don't want liability, they don't want exposure, they don't want to be perceived negatively. They believe that if they answer back, the public wouldn't believe them anyway and would perceive them as bullies. And they follow the advice of public relations people who are reading a 1960 textbook on public relations. They keep going back. I will tell you this right now, Monsanto's had the same public relations company forever. And they screwed up from the beginning, and they're still screwing up, and they still don't know what they're doing. And I rail at them, and my friends rail at them. And I've worked closely with them on a number of issues on the science and said, you guys ought to just step up and say something. No, can't do that, it'd be misunderstood. No, hey, these guys are telling lies about you. Why aren't you going to say something? No, that's not what we do. We just tell people all the good stuff we're doing. So I think it's mishandling grossly by the industry. I think the second thing which you have to realize is that industry is willing to spend millions on advertising, obscene amounts on a Super Bowl commercial, and the amount they put into public outreach, like what I'm doing or what this institute's trying to do, is peanuts. And you know what they do? If they have an outreach proposal out there, they want to know what you're going to do for them and what do I get out of it? What are my receivables? And they treat it like they were contracting for some product. And public knowledge and public understanding isn't a product. You have to accept that goodwill is good and be willing to pay folks, support folks who want to spend their time going out and talking about what the science tells us. And they don't do that. So your industry needs to take its weed, I don't know what industry you're in, but if it's its milk advertising budget or its seed advertising budget or whatever it is, and put it into helping the public understand what is in fact very complex and obscure science in very complicated systems about which none of the public went to school and learned those kinds of things. I mean, it's all new stuff and it's scary stuff. So how about having a dialogue? Monsanto, I had this argument with them years ago, and everybody did. We told them their customer is a housewife with 3 kids in a supermarket who's buying a box of cornflakes. And they said, no, our customer is the farmer who buys our seed. And they could never make that connection until the last 3 years. Now they still won't go out and attack the people who are attacking them, and they won't answer back. And if you don't answer a charge, people generally believe the charge must be true if you don't answer it. So there's a whole layers of stupid, as far as I'm concerned, on the part of the industry. And one of the reasons I get accused of being a shill for industry is I'm going out and defending science that they should be defending.